Episode number 2 of Set It Off Soundbites. Let's begin. Question number 1. What was it like working with Tommy, Matt, and Brandon? It was absolutely incredible to see 3 completely different people come together that have never really even worked on the same project all at the same time and just understand each other so well. And Brandon is his own person as far as like a producer and a writer goes, and it's so fun to watch. He's so excited all the time, and he's intense, and he knows exactly what he wants. When we were with him, we wrote Why Were We Together? It was me, him, and Dan, and I will never forget, I've never seen him write before, and he starts singing a melody, and he just starts singing, he like gets up, he starts snapping, and just like he's performing to me. And it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. When I met Tommy for the first time, we were in the studio with John Feldman, and we were writing a song with him. Tommy's very mellow, but he's very efficient. Like he knows, I think all 3 of them, just it's very clear, is they all know what they want, and they all know how to get what they want done. It's all about who they are as a person. Like Brandon's really intense and excited, Tommy's very mellow, and then Matt's just very like timid and one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life. And holy crap, Matt can play every horn in the world. He can play trombone, trumpet, tuba, tenor sax, alto sax, bari sax, flute. I played clarinet and Dan played trumpet on the record, but it was just, as you can tell, I'm very excited about it. There was just so much that went on and so much energy that entered that room when we were all in there together, and so much diversity, which I think added to the diversity of this record. So it was an amazing experience. Question number 2. What goals did we have for this record? Now, with any record that you're going to release, all you can hope to do as a band is show growth, show improvement, and be better. You never want to, of course, like, you never want to write a worse record than your previous one that you released. So the main goal here was to prove to ourselves and everyone else that we mean business, and write songs that we would want to hear on the radio, or write songs that we would want to hear all the time. In fact, I know one is specific. When we were going into the studio for Cinematics, I wanted to write 40 demos, and I remember at the time I was thinking that's a lofty goal, and I honestly only got like 18 to 20 demos out, because I was writing full songs every time. But for this next record, I was like 40, it's happening, and I think we got over 40 demos for going into the studio. I never want to have an album where there's like a filler song. I want every song to be everyone's favorite song. I'm hoping that can be something that is accomplished on this record. I feel really confident that people will enjoy every song. My main goal is improving in every aspect of ourselves as a band, as far as groove, as far as instrumental talent, as far as lyricism, as far as the structure of melodies, catchiness, everything. It needs to be a full realm of improvement. And on top of that, I don't want to write the same album ever. I never want to write the same record twice. I've heard some bands that have, and I've liked those records, but then eventually just kind of blended into me. I mean, if you've been a Set It Off fan for a while, you know that every time there's a record that we're about to put out, there's going to be something different, but I'm excited to see what everyone thinks of this new style that we've cultivated.